Hey friend, good morning, good morning. We are here on another WLOG. Excited for you to come along with me. If you don't know what a WLOG is, it is short for a work log. So that's what we're doing here, kind of on this channel, Honestly Handyman. I kind of show you guys what I'm working on a daily basis, and then at the end we talk about things that I learned, things that I think I could have done better, maybe take some comments, things like that. So if you are interested in that, feel free to subscribe to this channel. That's what we're going to be doing, so I would appreciate that. So today's WLOG consists of securing a fence that is partially fallen down. There's been a lot of storms that went on around here in the Sacramento area, so we are going to secure a fence, basically. So this fence is a little bit of the premise. This lady wants to replace this fence probably in the next 2 to 3 years. She doesn't want to replace it right now, so she wants me to secure it enough to get her 2 or 3 years. So what I typically do when that happens is I go in with a galvanized fence post and secure the old fence to those new galvanized fence posts. Sorry, my GPS is talking as well. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I think I'm installing 6 fence posts today, so should be a good day. And it's a bit nippy out this morning. Makes me think of, like, you know, Clark Griswold, you know, he's like, "'Tis the season to be merry." Oh, that's my name. I don't know if you guys get that or not. You guys probably just think I'm crazy, whatever. But anyways, let's get this day started, shall we? Okay, here's the fence that needs to be secured. Let's come around and see. All right, so we're gonna secure it from back here. That's the plan, at least. And we're gonna put some posts, you know, around right here. I think 6 of them. And then re-secure. It's gonna be a little bit tight working back here, but I think we could do it. That's the plan anyways. Let's get to work. Alright, I didn't really film me putting in the cement because it's very tight quarters here. And I had to like bring it in a blue bucket. So it's pretty crazy, but I got my post cemented in. I ended up going with 4 posts. So 1 behind me, 2, 3, and then 4. It really doesn't matter if they're in line at all because I can shim it with 2x4s, and I'm also going to put a bunch of 2x4 bracing on this because as you can see here, this 2x4 is completely broken off, and then this one here needs some bracing, but we're gonna brace all this with 2x4s. So in the end, we just gotta let these dry. We've been here for about an hour and a half. Gonna let these dry, and then we're gonna go ahead and start doing our bracing. Probably in about an hour, hour and a half. We're gonna let these dry for about an hour, hour and a half. So we're gonna eat some food real quick, clean up, and then we'll get to this. All right, these posts have been sitting for about an hour and a half, and they're still pretty wet. I could still put my finger in them. I don't really like that. Typically, this kind of quickrete is good to mount a fence to in an hour and a half or so, but it's the middle of winter. Soil's pretty wet. It's pretty cold. There's no sun here in between these fences, obviously, so I think it needs at least 2 more hours to dry. So what I think we're going to end up doing is tell the customer we're going to come back next week to wrap this up, and then we're going to go pick up a few other jobs this afternoon, just because, you know, 2 hours from now it'll already be most of the day wasted, and, you know, I think we could make more money doing some other stuff. So we're going to go ahead and let this sit probably for, you know, the next week, and then come back and wrap this up, but we'll see what the customer says. All right, just got my mail here. So we left that lady's house. I told her that I'd be back Monday. So when you guys are watching this, it's probably gonna be after, but anyways, Monday is New Year's Eve, so I'm gonna be going to her house at 9 a.m. Monday, and we're just gonna wrap that up. It should only take maybe 2-3 hours on Monday, so no big deal. But she was totally fine with, you know, with me leaving it for the weekend. It's Friday right now, so she's cool with that. And answered a few text messages that I had, and I got a hot one here. So we're heading over to his house right now. They're in Citrus Heights, and then I have another job at 3 that I picked up later this afternoon. So let's get to work. All right, got that job all done that I picked up there. It was a pretty quick, easy job. He had a faucet they needed to be replaced in his bathroom, going from a 3-piece faucet to a single piece. And then also he has a really old style shower valve that has been leaking, so I took that out. I'm actually going to run to the plumbing store a little bit later today, so I'm going to match that up. I took a picture of it and all that, and I'm going to match it up. So we'll put that back in. So he's basically on hold and he paid me $180 just for today's work, and then we'll match up next time we come in, either whether it's Monday or whatever, whenever I can get those valves. I don't know if we're going to need a special order them or what, but I'm going to take those to the plumbing store, get those figured out. So now I got a few minutes to kill here before my next appointment at 3. I just wanted to talk a little bit. Some people have asked me, or a lot of people asked on the Wednesday night live video, which is, if you haven't attended a live video on Wednesday, I would highly recommend it. It's here on the channel every Wednesday night at 6:30, somewhere around there. I'm not always, you know, on spot at 6 o'clock, so sometimes it's 6:30. But one of the main questions was, how do I start a handyman business? And really, my thought on it is it's all mental. It's got to come from your mental first. Like, when you get to that point where you will do anything to make it happen and to make it work, that's when you know you're ready to start a handyman business. If you could think of it and you'd be like, I don't know how I'm going to make that work. Like, I can't do it. You know, that is a bad mental capacity. Like, you're not going to be able to get it done. You need to have that mental switch, like a light switch in your head that you flip on. And I don't know how to do it. It's got to come from within you. I don't know. It's some sort of something you're born with. I don't know, something you grow. I don't know, something you learn, something like that. But it's basically a switch where it's like, whatever, like I'm tired of being an employee, and I will do whatever it takes to be my own boss and to make it happen. Like, because when you make that mental switch, then you will now do whatever it takes to make it work. Like, once you are done being an employee, like if you still have in the back of your head, like, oh, I'm gonna fail at this, and in a year I'll just go work at like Costco Tire Center or whatever. That is a failure mentality, and you need to have that. You need to have the thought where it's like, I'm gonna make or break this, and we're gonna do it. So that's like my number one tip for starting a handyman business. That's how you got to do it. Is it all starts in your head, and then from there, then you start figuring out how to do it. So you get your business license, things like that. And I got a bunch of other videos, and I'd love to go into that more in depth later. But anyways, we are gonna head over to my 3 o'clock. We are going to mount a TV, and then take out his shower valve as well, take that to the plumbing store, get all that matched up while we're there, and then come back, install that for him. I don't think I'm gonna get everything done today, but we're at least gonna get him going today and get stuff started for him. So I guess I will finish up this vlog on Monday, but I'm still gonna, it's gonna be on this vlog here, but it'll be Monday next time I see you. So have a happy, or whatever, have a good weekend, but I'm gonna see you in like 2 seconds, and it's gonna be Monday. So here comes Monday. All right, it is Monday. So now all we need to do is hook our anchors up to our posts. You can see all the cement is fully cured, and then bring our fence up level and hook it up to it. So okay, we're getting there. We are level over on this end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a piece of board to go and attach it to that fence to hold that, and then I'm gonna work on these other sections. But we're getting there. It's getting tighter. Okay, I got the support over there. It's getting pretty tight here. Pretty tight, because I'm slowly bringing it up to plumb. I'll show you guys what I'm doing over here. So what I'm doing is I got two pieces. I got one pole and then another 2x4, and I'm slowly bringing it up, pushing the fence, and then getting it with one, taking the other one off, putting it a little bit more, pushing it a little bit more to get to where we are level. And you can see we got a little bit more ways to go, but we're getting there slowly but surely. And then I'm putting the braces in and then things like that. And then obviously I'm gonna have to come back, fix these, because that's pretty messed up, but we're looking pretty good thus far. right, all done back here, getting it all plumb. Now, it doesn't have to look pretty back here, because this is just between the fences. And really, it's only to hold this fence up for the next 2 to 4 years or so. So not everything's perfect, and that's okay, because we're not going for looks. We're going for functionality here, purely, because this is between the fences. And this is how tight it is over here, and it's pretty crazy. All right, now that we got them all buttoned up here, they're all plumb in, you know, between the fence line. I got to button up the fence and then go on the other side and tighten up a few fence boards or 2x4s that are rotten and have fallen that way. So not too much more to do, but we're gonna get this thing snugged up. Man, it is super tight here. I kind of underestimated how tight it would be after I got everything back together, but we're getting it. All right, here's the look of the final fence. May not be perfectly straight, but it's definitely up there, staying up there for the next 2 to 4 years. I guarantee it. Turned out pretty good, I think. It's definitely not leaning on these trees. That was the issue before, is it was just leaning on these trees and gonna take these trees out come the next windstorm. So we got 4 metal fence posts. We got one there, one there, one there, and one over there. So my GoPro battery died while I was explaining that job. Hey, this WLOG, if you don't know, it's part of a whole series of WLOGs. I'm gonna put it up here. This is like the 42nd episode or something like that. So there's a whole bunch of other WLOGs. It really takes you into my business. Like, I think the last 4 or 5 months, it explains kind of what I've learned, the jobs I've been doing. I've been tackling a lot of hard issues, along with pricing and marketing, and pretty good stuff. So check that out. That's some good stuff, all these other episodes. But that was a great job. Finished it all up. The customer's not here right now, so I will send them an invoice using the Market app. As I explained before, I also have a video about the Market app. I'll link that up here as well. But so going to send her an invoice. I was here for a total of 4 hours. So 2 hours on Friday, 2 hours today. So that was obviously a hourly rate. So $360 for labor. And then we also got some parts markup in there as well. Yeah, so pretty great job. Pretty awesome WLOG. It is 11 o'clock right now. So I got a few other jobs to do this afternoon. So I'm going to go run and do those. But thank you all so much for tuning in this WLOG. I appreciate you guys' input, so leave me a comment in the comment section below with what you would have done differently, or what you like about these videos, or what you wish I talked about more. But anyways, thank you all so much, and it is New Year's, so I'm making some New Year's resolutions, and I'm pretty excited about that. Learning about making long-term goals, so I'm really excited about that. Never really made a long-term goal before, so gonna go for that this year, because the whole thought is, if you know what your vision is, what your long-term vision is, then the next step is very easy. So if you could set long-term goals or visions for you, your family, your business, your spiritual life, what have you, then you can set incremental goals to get you to that point in, say, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And then also, what your family lineage, like your legacy, is going to look like in 100 years or 200 years. Just huge stuff. I'm excited about it. So let 2019 begin. Tonight, or today, is New Year's Eve. For you guys, it's probably already January, but I hope you guys had a great New Year's and a Merry Christmas. So anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.